Alrighty, hello, my name is Bree. I am the head coach at Montgomery Plaza in Fort Worth. Our studio number is 0268, and this is a little bit about me. I've been coaching since, by about 3 years now, since November of last year. That was my 3-year anniversary. I've taught over 2,000 classes. I think around September was when I hit 2,000. So I'm on my way to reach about 3,000 is my goal this year with Orange Theory. I have loved and learned so much with Orange Theory. I've always had a passion for fitness, helping others. I got a degree in kinesiology, so bachelor's of science in kines, and I pursued that. I worked for a little bit at a hospital, learned a lot. I was a personal trainer for the fitness center and Group X instructor, handled all different age levels. So when I saw Orange Theory on Facebook, actually, I decided to apply, and actually Michael Pimarini, he is the one that trained me at Fort Worth, so that was really awesome to be trained by him. And now he's back in Fort Worth, so that's awesome as well. But there's some questions, my commitment to Orange Theory and to my members. I've always loved my commitment with them. The passion that they show me and the passion I show them is back and forth the same. I hold myself accountable by being there on time, answering calls, answering questions after class, coming early to talk to members about anything that they might be struggling with or anything that they're just not aware of during the workout. I hold myself responsible in all those ways, being on time, being there. I'm very loyal, and I show that by just interacting with them, again, being there when they need me there. My values I bring, I would say balance in life and work. I'm aware, which helps me with clients and dealing with different emotions throughout the workout and handling those situations in there. Also aware of maybe injuries that they might be bringing, so that really helps me out. I'm really good with connections. Also being calm during the workout, I think, is a great aspect for a coach to have, because things can go really crazy in the workout, and you just got to be calm and have another plan to get through all of that. So I think calmness is a great value to have as a coach. My passion to the members, again, I've always loved helping others reach goals, with that being the fitness, with that being at home life, or this every day. I've always loved them coming back saying, oh my gosh, I did this, did that. You made me do this. I'm now allowed to go scuba diving finally. I've had my certification. I'm finally able to go hiking up this mountain, go on this long bike ride, like run marathons that I never thought I could. So really cool to see people's progress throughout years and stick with us. We have clients that I've seen since I started, so that's over 3 years now that clients are still coming and still getting results, which is amazing. My passion to the members is also to keep them feeling wanted, that they can do this workout. They are able to do the workout no matter what fitness level. We have a lady in our class, Cynthia. She fell, hit her head in a coma. Now she's back at working out, and she's now paralyzed on her left side. But it's literally the small things that she comes in and tells me that I wouldn't have joined if I didn't have my first class with you, Bree. And now I am so much stronger. And she calls my name on the other side of the room, calls my name out, and she's like, oh my gosh, look, I could never do this exercise because my body wouldn't allow me to, but now she can do it. And it's just amazing, and they feel amazing, which makes me feel amazing. Sometimes you go in and your day is not very great, but after I coach, I'm in such a happier mood. It is great just because of all the joy it brings me. So I'm definitely going to stick with Orange Theory for a while. I'm not sure where it'll take me, but I am there to grow. Maybe become a regional trainer. That would be awesome to help other coaches be there on that level and continue. So I hope I get to coach at Summit. I'm super excited to go to Orlando, and I hope you guys choose me, and I will see you guys there no matter what. All right, bye.
All right, ready, John? Ready? All right, guys, go ahead and get going. My name is Brie, your coach for the next 60 minutes. Today we have an endurance workout. It is also a 3G, so we're going to be splitting up a little bit on the treadmill, rower, and floor. Today on the treadmill and rowers, you'll be going back and forth, but your blocks will be about 4 minutes long. We'll have a lot of run for distances, row for distance, and so on. On the floor side, we'll have a lot of exercises, but we're going to be doing complex. And remember, as the complex stuff, that means you're going a little bit heavier with one weight, and you're going to try to do it for all the exercises, okay? Keep that same weight through all. I will demo everything at the beginning of the block after we warm up, okay? Other than that, anyone using the bike or strider today? Strider, and bike, and bike. Perfect. Awesome. Well, you guys split up evenly. Again, we have 3 groups today. Anyone's first 3G class? Anyone new to me? I can see. Anyone 5 classes or less? No? Alrighty, guys. Perfect. Remember, here at Orange Theory Fitness, we are 5-zone heart rate-based interval training, mainly focusing on your last 3 zones, your green, orange, and red. Remember, we want at least 12 or more minutes in those last 2 zones combined to hit the afterburn, correct? Yes, yes. All right, guys, get our hands on it. You ready for this? Let's wake up first. All right, guys, wake up on 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Wake up. Let's get it. Come on in. High fives on in. Hello. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Hello. Hello. Good morning. Hello. Good morning.
Good.
We'll see what that goes. Let's do this, guys. Good morning. Good morning. Hello. Good morning. Come on, you guys. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. What's up? Let's do this. Good morning. Yeah. Alrighty, guys. Here we go. If you're on that lovely rower, you know what to do. Let's go ahead and get going. I'll be right back. Get you started. And for my floor group, we're going to have a squat with arm raise to begin with. You got 10 reps. Close that squat back and forth. Fire hydrant and running man. If you guys need an option for into this, let me know and I'll be here to help you. All right, treadmills, go ahead and hit that start button by your weight. Your incline to a 1% and your speed to a 3.0 to a 4.0 miles an hour on the right. This is just your warm-up. Getting that body moving, getting that blood flowing, getting ready for this awesome endurance workout. Alrighty, rowers, here we go. 2 to 5 hole showing for men and 5 to 7 for women. That straps for you over the widest part of the foot. Usually your first shoelace will be covered. Go ahead and grab your handle, thumbs underneath, hands wide. Make sure you hit that on button and get to rowing. Alright, here we go, treadmills. Get you guys into a base pace. Base pace should be a challenging but doable effort. It is something you can hold for 20 to 30 minutes continuously. For my power walkers, 3.5 to 4.5 miles an hour at a 1 to 3% incline. Joggers, 4.5 to 5.5 miles an hour, and runners, 5.5 miles an hour or greater. Men's cat, open and strider, you want to get those gears higher than 6 RPMs, anywhere between 70 and 80. Let's go ahead and get into your base pace in 3, 2, 1, base pace. Okay, rowers, your turn to get into your race. This should also feel challenging but doable. Let's take a look at that OTP screen and find your name in alphabetical order. You guys want to be in that 71% or greater or green zone. Make sure, once you hit that green zone up there, you'll take a look at that number in the upper right-hand corner of your rower monitor, and that will be your base pace wattage of the day. Remember, everyone, how we row. We always drive with those legs first. We lean back with the core, then we pull with the arms. Once you hit the belly, release your arms, then your core, then your legs. Well, then again, legs, core, arms, core, legs. One big drive back, 1, 2 forward. Remember, rowing is a leg-driven movement. 60% of the legs are being used, 20% of that core, and 20% of those arms. Perfect. Make sure you're sitting up nice and tall, chest up, chin up. Squeezing those quads at the back, get nice and warm. If we're not in that green zone yet, my treadmills add a little bit more speed for my runners and joggers or power walkers. Let's add a little bit more of that incline. There you go, Kat. Maybe if we're not that green, let's add a little bit more gear here or RPM. Looking good, everyone. Remember, by the end of the workout, like I said out there, we want at least 12 more minutes in those last two zones combined to hit the afterburn. Those minutes or spot points will accumulate that upper right hand corner where your zero is now. If you do dip into that red zone at any time, remember to go ahead and check in with yourself. Make sure you're not feeling dizzy or nauseous, that you are still in control. I'll be checking up on you guys to make sure you're feeling A-okay. Perfect. And remember, like I said, do not jump those rails today. Keep your feet on that treadmill. Alrighty, guys, so I'm going to demo the floor block. Here we go, my floor group. Go ahead and relax for me. And just get treadmills and rowers. You guys can keep going. I think I got this. Alrighty, here we go. So like I said outside, we're going to do a complex. You're going to pick one weight. We're going to pick the weight that you would do for an upright row, okay, for all three of those exercises. So, weight selection, women here, you probably can do 12 pounds or more, men 15. We're going to have 6 bicep curls. Shoulders are down towards those hips. Bring your dumbbells up to your shoulders and then all the way back out. Remember, guys, I don't want you coming here and then halfway. Go all the way down. If you need an option, just do one arm at a time to finish up the rest, or roll a little bit lighter in your weight selection next round. Then you're going to go straight into an upright row, pulling those dumbbells up to that collarbone, elbows nice and wide, squeezing that upper back. If you need an option here, again, lighter or one arm at a time. Also, if you need another option for that upright row, just let me know and I'll give you one. Then you're moving on straight to the hip hinge, so hinging at your hips, knees are slightly bent, chest is down towards the ground, dumbbells come out in front of you. You're going to drag your elbows straight back, squeezing those shoulder blades, and then releasing all the way out. If you need an option, you can do one arm at a time if needed. Then you're going to do for round one will be that static crunch with scissors. So crunch position, shoulder blades off the mat, feet are in the air. You're going to split those legs. Okay, you're going to have 20 total, nice and slow. If you need an option, let's bend those knees here. Let's reduce that lever. Then round two, you're going to do 2 rounds of those 3 exercises. Then you're going to have the static crunch with scissors and the alternating single leg V-up. So we added an ab exercise, all right? So remember with the V-up, you always initiate your chest first, then that leg will come up, then back down. Again, chest first, then leg. Option would be to bend that knee. Okay, then again, your third round will be 3 rounds of the complex exercises and all 3 of the ab exercises. So the last one is swimmer. On your belly, it's always hard to count these. 20 total, chin tucked in, right arm, left leg, and you go back and forth. If you need an option, let's take it a little bit slower and release and drop those hands and legs every time. Alrighty guys, do you have any questions on this 9-minute block? Alrighty guys, let's go ahead and get going. If you finish, then you just repeat round 1 until time is called. Let's get it. Alrighty, rowers, go ahead and hold your arm button down, clear it out. And treadmills, let's clear out yours. Hello. I think there's one on the floor. Number 3 maybe? Alrighty, treadmills, you're going to have a 4-minute run for distance. And rowers, you're going to have a 2-minute row for distance. For your row for distance, anywhere between 400 to 600 meters. Once you finish that, you're going to have a med ball squat to rotational press. Make sure you're turning that leg, squat to press. There's med balls all throughout here. Pick one after you finish that row. Then you're going to go row half of your 2-minute row, and then you're going to have a squat to alternating rotational press until time is called. We'll see if you get it here. It's only 4 minutes, so let's try. Let's do this 2-minute row for distance and treadmills. 4-minute run for distance. Power walkers starting out at 4% or greater on that incline. Runners and joggers, let's start at your push, about 1 to 2 miles per hour above your base. And cat, RPMs 80 to 90. Alrighty guys, you ready? Let's get this started in 3, 2, 1, let's go. 4-minute block here, then treadmills and rowers, you will switch. Here we go. Party has started. So rowers, the last 30 seconds of this run, you will hit it all out. So do interval training. Maybe a 1-minute push here, followed by a 1-minute pace. 1 minute push, 1 minute base, and we'll hit that all out, okay? Your way, your run. Let's see how far you can get. As rowers, again, minimum 400, trying to get up to 600 if you can. Let's see it. Using those legs. Meters bottom right, time bottom left. Everything looking good, looking good. Let's check out those watts. Last 30 seconds of that row. Can you increase your watts to an all out 50 or more above base? Nice, Dave. 255. Go 214, 250. Looking good. Look at you go, Tanner. 370, I like it. Yes, 160, ladies. Great work. Alrighty, nice work, Kara. Looking good with that orange zone. Pouring it in there, Jordan on that roller. Hitting, nice work. There you go, Miss Terry. Way to keep pumping those arms. Remember, we're working out today. We're not shopping, so pump those arms. There you go, Nick. Awesome, Suzanne. Nice job. That's Theo. Loving that speed. Try to avoid those walking recoveries. If you do back down into a base, back into a base, try not to walk it out at any time. 2 minutes down, rowers, you should be racking them up here. Remember that distance, wrap yourself a med ball, and you got squats or alternating rotational press at 20 total. There you go, guys. You slightly bent, hitching forward at your hips. You got 20 total, guys, and then back on that rower. 10 each side. Perfect floor rudder. Round one is one round of the exercise with that static crunch with scissors. Then the round two is 2 rounds of the exercises with 2 ab exercises. Looking good, looking great, everyone. Nice work. Nice weight, ladies. Nice going. 3 minutes in, treadmills. We got 1 more minute, so 30 seconds before we hit that all out. Get ready to bring it. Alrighty, power walkers taking up 10% or greater on that incline. Runners and joggers 2 or more miles an hour above your base. Yeah, take those RPMs up 90 to 100 in 3, 2, 1. All out, guys. Bring it. 10 seconds, guys. All right, we're gonna be taking it down. 1% incline, 3 to 4 miles an hour. 3, 2, 1. A walking recovery. That let it out, rowers. You wrap them up. Woo! Awesome work. Treadmills and rowers, you guys already have wipes at your station. You're gonna wipe down your stuff. Treadmills, remember that distance, that 4-minute run. We'll be using that later. Go ahead and switch with the treadmills. We got 1 minute here to get going. Great work, guys. Catch a breath. All right, once you hop on that treadmill, get into that base pace. Power walkers, 3.5 to 4.5 miles an hour at a 1 to 3% incline. Joggers, 4.5 to 5.5 miles an hour, and runners, 5.5 miles an hour or greater. Okay, rowers, let's adjust those foot plates. 2 to 5 holes showing from it. 5 to 7 for women. That strap to the widest part of the foot. You guys are gonna start with a 2-minute row for distance. Once you finish, grab your med ball. They're out in front. You're gonna have a squat to rotational press. You have 20 total here. Once you finish that, guys, you're gonna row half of your 2-minute row, and then you're gonna have squat to rotational press until time. Alrighty, so first off, let's do a 2-minute row for distance, anywhere between 400 to 600 meters. And treadmills, we're gonna have a 4-minute run for distance. We're gonna see how far you can get. You can clear your screen here or just add on. Just remember what you're adding on. Here we go, everyone. Power walkers, 4% or greater on that incline. Runners and joggers, about 1 to 2 miles per hour above your base. Let's take it up in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. 2-minute row, 4-minute run. Last 30 seconds, we will be hitting an all-out effort. There we go, bike and strider getting into that push pace. Strider, we're gonna be doing again 80 to 90, and bike 90 to 105. RPMs here. So, here we go. Like that all out on that treadmill, last 30 seconds on that rower. I want you to hit an all out, adding at least 50 or more watts above your base wattage here. Perfect, looking good. Nice speeds, guys. Remember, treadmills, this is still interval training, so hold on to this push pace as long as you can, then taking it back down into your base pace. Alrighty, and then back into that push. Again, last 30 seconds, we'll hit that all out. How we doing, Floor? Feeling it? Good. You should be now. Again, that third round, you'll complete 3 rounds of those 3 exercises, bicep, upright, and low row. 3 rounds, and then your 3 ab exercises. Oh, you, that's what I was. That's what I was. Oh, you, that's what I was. 15 seconds, rowers. Come on. Nice work on those watts. Use those legs. Let's see it, John. Alrighty, rowers, are going to be rocking them up here in 3, 2, 1. Grab your med ball. Get working. It's a short block. Nice work. We got 20 total rowers, 10 each side, squat, and we're pressing. Let me know. Or if you can let me know if anything starts to bother you. 30 minutes in, treadmills, last minute. Alright guys, in 15 seconds, we're going to hit that all-out effort. So, rowers are going to row half your distance from that 2 minutes. You might not get through it, but that's okay. Just go as much as you can here. Power walkers, 10% or greater on that incline. Runners and joggers, 2 or more miles an hour above your base. Bike and strider, RPMs up. Let's get it in 3, 2, 1. All out, guys. Let's get it. 30 seconds. There you go, Benny on that strider. Nice work, Madison. Letting that board up on that bike. Yes, there you go, Tank. I'm loving that speed. Yes, Nick, hit that 12. Nice, Kelly. Hit that 10, Kelly. There you go. 10 seconds. Nice work, Bart. Rowers, big drives here. 1% on that incline. 3 to 4 miles an hour. 3, 2, 1. Walking recovery. Woo! Run it down, guys. Great work. Way to light that board up. Alrighty, treadmills and rowers, you guys will be switching again. And for my floor group, go ahead and relax. We're moving on to our last block here. Again, treadmills and rowers, you guys have 1 minute to get going. On each station, we're gonna be doing that 2-minute row for distance and that 4-minute run for distance. Floor, I got 1 minute to demo these 3. Should be quickly. Wide raise, high row, and a low row. Wide raise is one of my favorites. Palms are facing down. Remember, squeezing your glutes, squeezing your abs. You're gonna raise straight up, keeping your arms nice and straight in that wide. As you lower down, nice and slow. Option would be 1 foot behind, push off that back foot. Then you're gonna have a high row, elbows go nice and wide. Bring your hands to the armpits, and then releasing all the way out. Again, keeping those hips up, squeezing those glutes. Option is that 1 foot. Then we're gonna turn your hands in, drive those elbows straight back, bringing them towards the rib cage, and then extending out. Option would be that 1 leg behind. Alrighty guys, we're gonna keep doing this until time, 4 minutes, then it's your turn on that treadmill. Alright, any questions? Alright, let's get it. Rowers, 2-minute row for distance, and treadmills, 4-minute run. We're gonna start again at that push. Power walkers, 4% or greater on that incline. Let's get it, guys, in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. So our goal is to match or beat your previous distance, guys. What are you gonna do here?